Federal judges in Texas has blocked the state's new congressional map that could have helped Republicans gain a handful of U.S. House seats in next year's midterms. It is a major blow to President Trump's effort to protect the GOP's slim House majority. Fox's Sarah Alegre is live in Houston. And Sarah, walk us through what this ruling means.
Well, Marla, just a couple of months ago, we thought this was a done deal. Now today, these federal judges saying, you know what, Texas can't use that newly drawn congressional map moving forward. There is this federal judge panel of 3, ended up in that 2-to-1 ruling, basically saying, you know what, Texas has to go back to that 2021 map that it drew those years ago. And I do want to note that President Trump appointed one of the judges, former President Barack Obama appointed the other. Now let's look at these two maps drawn side by side. On the left side of your screen, you're looking at the current map for Texas. The one on your right is what Texas Republicans passed this summer. And they'd hoped this new map would give them control of 30 of Texas' 38 House seats. They hold 25 right now. And this was no routine redistricting effort here. The Texas GOP did it mid-decade, specifically to increase the party's numbers in the U.S. House. Now, 2 of the 3 judges said Texas went too far, saying evidence shows the state racially gerrymandered the 2025 map, ruling it has to stick with the lines drawn in 2021. Again, a very big win for Dems, especially for the state legislators who left Texas for Chicago this summer to block the vote.
Why we've been working so hard every single day is because we, like the rest of Americans, are tired of it. We've had enough. And it's not just about D versus R. It's about whether the American people get to live the American dream.
Yeah, and Governor Abbott, he responded saying in part the legislature redrew our congressional maps to better reflect Texans' conservative voting preferences and for no other reason. And he claimed that these maps are discriminatory is absurd and unsupported by the testimony offered during 10 days of hearings. This ruling is clearly erroneous and undermines the authority of the U.S. Constitution, which it assigns to the Texas legislature by imposing a different map. Now, the governor also says the state will appeal this decision to the U.S. Supreme Court moving forward. We also know the DNC responding, saying this is a very big win for the state of Texas, saying this is what Democrats fought for. They fought for fair representation moving forward to those 2026 midterm election. Marla?
All right, Sarah, though, so it will be appealed. We just heard you say that. But while it is on appeal, what does this mean for Prop 50 here in California? Of course, voters here overwhelmingly approve that, and that would give Democrats the upper hand in 5 more, potentially more Democratic seats.
Yeah, definitely gives Democrats the edge. And moving forward here, I know a lot of questions on, what does this mean for other states? California being the most recent example. We are still moving forward with Proposition 50. This is all according to Governor Gavin Newsom. This now moves forward despite the ruling here today in Texas. So we can expect those redrawn congressional maps to continue its process in the state of California, barring any kind of federal court ruling like what we saw in Texas. So at least at this point, Marla, this moves forward in the state of California.
Okay, so it is still a go. This is a very divisive issue, depending on which state you're in, of course, and on both sides. So more to come. Sarah Alegre, thank you so much.
Yes.